Dear students of Standard 10th, I am Ankit sir and I am going to teach you maths for this academic year. Today we are going to start with our first chapter, which is real numbers. We have already studied the number systems in our previous classes. So first let us try to recall that, and then we will understand what are real numbers. So the first one is natural numbers, which consists 1, 2, 3 and so on. The second one is whole numbers. Whole numbers consist of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Then we will have integers. In integers we do have -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. It means in integers we do have all the negative numbers, all the positive numbers including 0. Now here comes the real numbers. Now what are real numbers? Basically real numbers are having two portions or two parts. One is known as rational numbers and another one is irrational numbers. Now let's come to rational numbers. The numbers which we can write in form of p by q with one condition: q is not equals to 0 are known as rational numbers. So in standard 9th we have studied that terminating numbers can be written in form of p by q, so which are 1.54, 2.5, 0.69 are examples of terminating numbers. The recurring numbers like 2.555, which we can write in form of 2.5 bar, 1.424242, which we can write in term of 1.42 bar, which are known as recurring numbers, can be also write in terms of p by q, or which can be also known as rational numbers. So now what are irrational numbers? So the irrational numbers are all non-terminating numbers and non-recurring numbers are always irrational numbers. For example, 2.54040040004 and so on. So it is an example of irrational number. So now we are going to understand Euclid's division lemma. Now what is the meaning of lemma? Lemma means just a proven statement which can be used to calculate some other things. Euclid's division lemma is: given positive integers a and b, there exists unique integers q and r satisfying a is equals to bq plus r, where r is greater than or equals to 0 but less than b. It means r can be 0 but r will always be less than b. So by Euclid division lemma, we do have Euclid division algorithm. Now what is algorithm? Algorithm, it means the steps we are using to solve some numericals. Now by using Euclid division lemma, if we want to find HCF of A and B, where A is greater than B, then we will divide A by B. Here we will get Q and remainder R, and this will satisfy Euclid division lemma, which is A is equals to BQ plus R, where R should be greater than or equals to 0 but less than B. Let us try to take an example of how to find HCF using Euclid division algorithm. Find HCF of 455 and 42. As we know, A is equals to BQ plus R, where R must be greater than or equals to 0 but less than B. Here A is equals to 455 and B is equals to 42. Now let us try to divide 455 by 42. So we know that 42 tens are 420. So what remainder we will get? 5 minus 2 3 35. So this we can write as 455 is equals to 42 into 10 plus 35. So this one will be R, this one will be Q, it is B, and this one will be A. Now we have to divide 42 by 35. So what we will get? 42 by 35. So we know that 35 ones are 35. We will subtract 35 from 42, we will get 7. So for this term we do have 42 is equals to 35 into 1 plus 7. Now further we are not getting any remainder 0, so we have to divide till we get a remainder 0. It means now we will divide 35 by 7. So we know that 7 5s are 35, so 35 minus 35 will be 0. So here we get a remainder 0. It means 7 is the HCF of 455 and 42. So in this formation we will write this as 35 is equals to 7 into 5 plus 0. But in examination, if you are going to do this work, you will get no marks for this. So you have to write HCF of 455 and 42 by Euclid division lemma. 455 is equals to 42 into 10 plus 35. 42 is equals to 35 into 1 plus 7, and 35 is equals to 7 into 5 plus 0. So whenever we are getting R0, at that time the B will be our HCF. So HCF of 455 and 42 is equals to 7. So this is our final answer. Now we are going to do exercise 1.1. Question number 1 reads first: find HCF of 225 and 135 by Euclid division algorithm. So as we know, A should be greater than B. It means A is equals to 225 and B is equals to 135. So in this section we will do our divisions. 225 divided by 135. As we all know, 135 twos are 270, so which is greater than 225. So we will take 135 ones are 135. Let us subtract it. 5 minus 5 0. 22 minus 13 9. Okay, so we get 90 as a remainder R. Q is 1, A is 225 and B is 135. So we will write 225 is equals to 135 into 1 plus 90. Always we have to follow the form A is equals to BQ plus R, and always keep in mind R must be greater than or equals to 0, less than B. So now we will divide 135 by 90. Again 90 ones are 90. Subtract it. 5. 13 minus 9 4. So again 135 is equals to 90 into 1 plus 45. Now 90 divided by 45. 45 twos are 90. 90 minus 90, we got a remainder 0. So 45 will be our HCF. 90 is equals to 45 into 2 plus 0. As I told earlier, whenever we are getting R0, so at that time B will be our HCF. So HCF of 225 and 135 is equals to 45, and here is our answer. So now this is first question of question number 1. The remaining questions I hope you guys will do it at home as a homework.